Good morning once again, and thank you so much for joining us on Developing Stories. The Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has dismissed Tuesday's ruling of an Oyo State High Court approving the People's Democratic Party's proposed National Convention scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, November 15 and 16, 2025 in Ibadan. Justice Ladin Rakitola granted the expert motion filed on Monday by Folaun Adelabi and adjourned the case to November 10, 2025 for the hearing of the motion on notice. The Oyo order contradicts last Friday's judgment of the Federal High Court in Abuja, which restrained the PDP from holding the convention. However, reacting to the development, Wike, through his senior special assistant, Larry Olayinka, dismissed the Oyo order, insisting that the Abuja judgment takes precedence. The Kano State Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Alhaji Adamu Kabiya, has welcomed over 100 members of the All Progressives Congress APC from Tarai in Kibiya local government area to the new Nigeria People's Party NNPP. It was gathered that the defectors, led by APC woman leader Hajiya Sabuwa Tarai, cited the development projects and programs executed by Governor Yusuf's administration as the reason for their decision to join NNPP. The commissioner assured the defectors of equal treatment and welcomed them to the NNPP family, urging them to work together for the party's progress. President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday sought the approval of the Senate to borrow 1 trillion naira from the domestic debt markets to finance part of the deficit in the 2025 national budget. The request, contained in a letter read during plenary by Senate President Godswill Akpabio, is the latest in a series of borrowing plans presented by the executive to sustain government programs amid tightened fiscal space. According to the president, the fresh borrowing would bridge the funding gap and ensure full implementation of government programs and projects under the 2025 fiscal plan. Akpabio referred the request to the State Committee on Local and Foreign Debt for further legislative consideration, directing it to report back within 1 week for subsequent action. And back home in Ondo State, the present administration in Ondo State says it will not shirk its responsibility of promoting peaceful coexistence among residents of the state through traditional institutions. Governor Loke Aiyedatiwa, the official presentation of staff of office and instruments of appointments to the new Oloke of Okeigbo, Oba Akintoye Adeoye, said his government will not relent in efforts at ensuring an all-round development of the state. Governor Aiyedatiwa, who congratulated the monarch and people of the ancient town, noted that the roles of traditional institutions are geared towards promoting peace and enhancing the security of their domain. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole has details.
For the people of Okeigbo in Ileoluji Okeigbo local government area of Ondo State, the emergence of a new monarch and the ceremony to present staff of office and instrument of appointments to Oba Akintoye Adeoye marks a new beginning in the history of the ancient town. After many years of legal tussle and the subsequent passing of the former monarch, the inhabitants of the town were full of praise for the governor for changing their narratives for the better. Setting the tone, the chairman of the council area, Adeboye Adebari, thanked Governor Aiyedatiwa for his efforts to promote grassroots development.
I equally wish to implore all the elites of this society to rally around the new KPAC for the support, advice, encouragement to for the massive infrastructure development of our town and our Jerusalem. I know that with your support and cooperation in Okego in the past and the present, the future will turn Okego to small London, which I know with KPAC is going to happen in no distant time. Your Excellency, sir, I must put a record that what the administration could not achieve due to court, your administration has made this possible without content of court in shortest possible time.
Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, while applauding the governor's adherence to due process in the selection of Obas, noted that the Executive Council approved Oba Adeoye's appointment on October 27, 2025, after verifying his conformity with Okeigbo's customs and traditions.
The state government, through the Executive Council, on 27th October 2025, approved the appointment of Oba Akintoye Felix Adeoye as the new Oluoke of Okeigbo, having confirmed that the process which produced Oba Akintoye Felix Adeoye was in line with the custom and tradition of Okeigbo. Let me use this medium to inform the good people of Ondo State that my ministry is working hard to ensure that the vacant stools of other communities are filled strictly in line with due process and the custom and tradition of such communities.
Governor Aiyedatiwa reminded the monarch to consider his ascension to the throne as a service to the people, adding that the responsibility to lead Okeigbo to a greater level of social and economic progress now rests on his shoulders.
The Oluoke of Okeigbo, we all rejoice with your Royal Majesty on your accession to the throne of your forefathers, while also reminding you that you occupy a position of trust which makes you a father to all the people in your domain. You should consider your ascension to the throne as a service to the people, knowing fully well that the responsibility to lead Okeigbo to a greater level of social and economic progress now rests squarely upon your shoulders.
Governor Aiyedatiwa, who appealed to other contenders and their supporters to support the new monarch, reaffirmed his administration's commitment to enhancing the security of the state and its overall development.
Kabiyesi, you should try to exercise a large heart, embrace all, including your fellow contestants, in the spirit of no victory, no vanquish. Let me also appeal to all the contestants, those who contended with the Kabiyesis and all their followers. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí ìlú pín sí méjì o. Rally around the new king and forget the rivalry and acrimony that heralded the selection process. The interest of Okeigbo community to be placed above all personal interests, the instrument of appointment.
The monarch, Oba Akintoye Adeoye, vows to promote unity, reconciliation, and development.
This staff I hold is not merely a symbol of authority, it is a sacred trust, just like the governor said, a divine mandate and a call to service that I accept with utmost reverence.
The event also featured the presentation of cash gifts to some residents of the town to boost their businesses. From Okeigbo in Ileoluji, Okeigbo local government area of Ondo State, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
And that's Developing Stories. Thank you so much for watching. Good morning.